Days passed, and whispers spread through Umchenga like wind through dry grass. Limbani's hands remained bandaged, and his first works as master couldn't be carved. Some said it was curse, others argue it was bad omen. However, Mofatho started working in a secluded fever. His chisel sang against wood day and night, creating small figures resembling Limbani. With each carving came a new affliction, a blinding headache that struck as Limbani addressed the elders, a sudden throat closure that silenced him mid-ceremony. The ancestors showed their displeasure. Villagers murmured. Only Mofatho knew different. Only him felt the strange heat flowing through his veins when each new suffering befell his rival. "Your eyes have changed," Tiamike told him one evening, her voice trembling. "When the light catches them, they flicker like flame." Mofatho merely smiled, returning to his work. He no longer slept. The fire growing inside him did not rest. Limbani's sister, Ntanda, grew suspicious of Mofatho's silence. She appeared at his workshop door. She was a daughter of a healer too. She saw what others missed. "What are you doing to my brother?" she demanded. "I'm merely carving," Mofatho replied, displaying his latest work, a figure of Limbani bent double in pain. "If your brother suffers, perhaps the spirits find him unworthy." "This is not spirit work," she hissed, reaching for the carving. "This is Motowa Omkuyo, fire of wrath. My grandmother told me of this forbidden magic." As her fingers brushed the wooden figure, it sparked violently. Ntanda recoiled. Her fingertips blistered instantly. "You play with forces you don't understand," she warned, cradling her injured hand. Something dark flickered in Mofatho's eyes. "I understand enough. Your brother took what was mine. Now I take something of his. The cost will be higher than you know." She backed toward the door. Such magic always returns to its source. After she left, Mofatho felt a momentary doubt. But that night, he dreamed of the betrayal again, of him being bypassed for Limbani, and he woke with renewed purpose. Why practice restraints when power came so readily? The small carvings no longer satisfied him. He needed something greater, something worthy of his true talent. For 3 days, he carved without pausing for food or water, his hands moving with uncanny speed. Where blade met wood, tiny flames licked briefly before disappearing into the grain. The sculpture took shape. Limbani's workshop, his tools, his unfinished pieces, rendered in perfect miniature detail. When complete, Mofatho held the carving to the light. His reflection in the polished wood showed eyes that glowed like embers. He no longer looked fully human. "Born," he whispered, and pricked his finger. The drop of blood that fell into the tiny workshop didn't sink in this time. It sizzled, releasing a whiff of smoke that formed, for an instant, a dancing figure. That night, villagers woke to screams. Limbani's workshop blazed like a funeral pyre, with flames reaching impossible heights. The master carver, Limbani, was dragged out, barely breathing, his body covered in burns so severe that the village healer wept at the sight. As they carried Limbani past Mofatho's hut, Mofatho stood watching, with the wooden model of the workshop smoldering in his hands, blackening into perfect mimicry of the real destruction. Nobody noticed how the flames from the distant workshop seemed to bend toward Mofatho, how tendrils of fire stretched impossibly across the distance to lick at his skin without burning him. Nobody noticed, but Mofatho felt them. He felt them seep into his skin, joining the fire already burning there. For the first time in his life, he felt truly powerful, truly alive, and he was truly hungry for more.